What is up, you guys? Lavin Collects here, and today I'm doing another review, this time of the Crimson Dynamo Build-A-Figure Wave Winter Soldier. I'm not going to be doing a review of the whole wave, just this figure, because I wanted a comic Winter Soldier, and yeah, I thought it would tie in nice with the Disney Plus wave I'm going to be doing next. Check, here he is in the pocket packaging, looking nice. We get Winter Soldier in there, Marvel logo, Marvel up top, picture of the character from the side, and the same on the other side. The back we get a picture of the character, and you read out there, picture the rest of the wave and the Build-A-Figure. So yeah, let's open this up. So out of the packaging, and here are the accessories that come with the figure. First we've got the Crimson Dynamo head. Like I said, I'm not doing that bath, so that can go over there. And then we get this pistol here, and this assault rifle gun. First, let's take a look at the pistol. Not too bad. The sculpt's alright. The paint is not great. We have no paint on the handle or anything. And yeah, it would be definitely nice to get some paint on the handle. Again, this gun, it's really nice that we do have both these guns, but it would be nice to get some extra paint on this gun. But the gunmetal plastic colour that it's sculpted in is alright. So yeah, the sculpt is pretty nice. But as we saw on the review I just finished doing, I believe these are the same, and they're not quite the same mould, but very similar. Maybe they aren't, no, they're just slightly off, I think, but very similar. And this is from the 2-pack Captain America and Peggy Carter, which came out long before this did. And as you can see, we do get the brown paint on this one and not on this one, and the colour I think is a bit nicer on this one. So that is annoying. Same with the assault rifle, for that same 2-pack that I've just reviewed, we do get lots of extra paint on here, whereas this we just get one colour. But it's not the end of the world, and let's look at the figure. So here is the figure, and like so many Marvel Legends I've been reviewing, I have an issue with him standing up, which is caused by stiffness in the boots, which isn't great. But yeah, other than that, just looking at this figure, it is a really good, I think a pretty good comic Winter Soldier representation. I really like it. I really like the metal arm and everything. I do think it really pops. I really do like the design. Another thing is, that's just come unclipped, which is slightly annoying and slightly odd, but you know, at least that shows you can sort of unclip it and clip it back on. But I'll take this off actually to show you. This does have a holster with a glued gun, and like I just said, figure I reviewed before from a couple years before, does have a holster with a removable gun, so that is slightly annoying. Same on the back here. That knife is just, oh god, what even is that? This is really bad having for a knife in a holster. I mean, while it doesn't have to be removable on the back holster, I do get that. They could have at least made it not just a really flimsy bit of plastic that doesn't even look like a knife hanging out. But yeah, other than that, we do get some nice paint on this grenade, but we don't get any paint on the magazines, which is slightly annoying. But we do get paint on the buckle. But yeah, like I said, paint on there and the grenades is nice to see, but it'd be nice to see some paint on the rest of it. We get this nice, it's not glued on or anything, it is just attached brown set of pouches with some nice painted detail of the buckles up there, which I think is really nice, and the colour sort of pops against this. Down on the leg we get another thing, it's glued, but we do get these movable straps that move a bit, which I think is always nice for just sort of realism and just sort of quality. And we do get painted magazines on this one, whereas we didn't up there, which is, as they're right next to each other, sort of makes it a bit worse. But for this one, these ones obviously, but yeah, I guess these are just brown magazines, yeah, for some reason. Yeah, other than that, really nice. We do get some nice sort of dry brushing up on this shirt underneath here. As you can see, the sort of pale blue on top of the dark blue. No paint on the arms, but we do get a very nice painted hand with the fingerless glove on it, which I do like, as you can see. And they have gone for the effort to actually paint all of that, which is nice. And this belt, it keeps coming off. This is really annoying me. As you can see, it just sort of clips there, but it just keeps coming off for no reason. Yeah, anyway, down to the trousers, we get some really nice sculpted detail, but not much painted detail. Boots look nice again, sculpted detail is very good. On the arm, I do really like this arm here, nice robotic metal arm, and it does look really cool with all that sculpted detail. Paint on there is quite nice with the star, it's sort of a USSR sort of star. And he has this nice watch on here, which is actually not sculpted in, and you can twist it around, and it comes, I think, like that, which is how lots of soldiers have their watches, because when they're holding a gun they can see it there. So yeah, but if you wanted, you can move that around to the back of his wrist like that, but I do think it does look good on the underside, as that is the most realistic way to have it. But yeah, anyway, as you can see, we get another fingerless glove with the metal fingers, which looks really cool. Looks actually better, I think. I really wish these matched up, because as you can see here, we get some nice sculpted details on the knuckles there, as well as this side we don't, which is kind of annoying. I wish they had the same gloves on each side, and yeah, that was it is a bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. You didn't really notice it that much with normal everyday, but I imagine he would be wearing the same pair on both hands. But yeah, that's not too much of an issue. Moving on to the head sculpt, not bad. Obviously it's not based on anyone, so it's hard to really tell. And the likeness, I'll probably put a picture up here of the comic character. But yeah, nice paint on the sort of domino mask, or however you call it. He's got this nice long hair with these two strands that are very movable. Shit, we don't get any interchangeable hands. It would also be nice to maybe have some grenades that weren't attached to the belt, some other weapons, but you know, maybe a knife. But yeah, not much an issue. I do really like the addition of this watch, and I do reckon you can probably take this hand off and use this watch on another figure if you wanted to. Yep, I just done that. So if you wanted him without the watch, or you wanted to put the watch on another figure, you can, and then you can just put the hand back in, and I don't think it will look too bad, although it is a very stiff joint, because I don't think it's supposed to be like that. But yeah, yeah, that still looks good without it. So yeah, you get this gun, and that has come off again. That is getting really irritating. I'm going to leave these clips in because I want to show you that if you get this figure, bear in mind this will maybe happen all the fucking time, and it's really irritating. I'm going to have a try and look, see if there's a way to clip it in tighter. He's got a pistol, you can go in either hand, I believe. Check in that one first, and yeah, looks good, not too bad at all. Back in the day, Hasbro had a problem with their guns where, that's going off again. Anyway, they used to have a problem with their guns where they would always in the hand they'd always be pointing up and stuff like that. I'm not sure how long ago it is, but it doesn't seem to be happening anymore, which is really nice to see on all these figures. You know, like I said, I think you can put it in the other hand as well. It's a lot tighter in this hand, and I might have to do it off camera because it is that tight. Although no, I've basically got it in, and there we go. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be pointing straight as much there, but I think that looks pretty good. It doesn't point as straight. Like I was saying, this is what I was saying about the problem with the guns and them not sort of pointing straight. But it's not too bad. Yeah, you can have it in both hands, and the belts come off again. I'm just gonna have it without the belt for a minute. But anyway, he does have this big AR which you can chuck in the hand as well, and you can have him, you know, pose like holding it like that. Again, it fits in both hands, and you can have him doing sort of poses with both hands on the gun. And there we go, you have got him holding it, and yeah, looks really cool actually. Do really like the way that looks, although I do prefer probably to have him as I will have him displayed with him holding it up like that, maybe with the pistol in this hand. Some classic Winter Soldier sort of badass looking poses. So now on to articulation. The head moves back that far, hindered slightly by the hair, down that far, which is alright, and then it twists all the way around, and we do get a slight side to side head tilt. The arms move up about that far. I'm slightly higher on the side without the arm, because obviously the sculpt is different, and there's a piece of plastic stuck at the top. Anyway, you get a bicep swivel and a double jointed elbow. Even though the sculpts are different, so I want to show you on both arms. Anyway, the wrist does it all the way swivel, moves forward that far and backwards that far on this hand, which is actually really far. And on this hand it will be different because of the watch, I imagine, and it's a different sculpt. And then we get a ab crunch, the belt has come off again, but it crunches forward that far and backwards that far. And then we do get a waist swivel, which I don't know if it's hindered by the belt, but it's kind of hard to actually keep the belt on, so try and do that. Okay, chuck the belt on, and yeah, I can imagine it would be hindered by the belt, but mine flies off as soon as I do anything, so yeah, it'll just come off. If yours is tight, it probably just wouldn't spin like that. Anyway, the legs, this one moves out, I think slightly further than this one, because this one has the holster, but it might be the same. Anyway, it kicks forward that far, backwards that far, thigh swivel, double joint at the knee, a little bit stiff, but that's not too much of a problem. And then you do not get a boot swivel, but we do get a back that far, forward not very much, and then a ankle pivot. So overall articulation is pretty decent on this figure. You know, it isn't decent, this fucking belt, but yeah, the articulation's alright. Not too bad at all. Gonna have a lot of fun posing this around, I think. And yeah, I can't wait to get onto that. But next up, let's do some comparisons. So here Bucky is next to Captain America from my last review, and here is next to Endgame Captain America. Don't know any other Buckys to compare them to, but when I do my Disney Plus wave, I'll have the Bucky Barnes from the Winter Soldier to compare him to. I know that's an MCU figure, and this one's not, so that should be a nice comparison. Now let's get into the posing. Yeah, overall I do actually really like this figure. Definitely very happy with it. Obviously that belt is getting very annoying the more and more I mess around with it, but I'll just have to learn to deal with it while I'm posing him about. But yeah, I do really like the design of this comic Bucky. Just, you know, I've literally tried to put him around a couple times. I already really like the pose, really love the addition of the watch and everything. So yeah, really happy with this figure. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe and have a good one.